What happens if you have this Fuyin chart in your Bazi chart? So in your destiny chart in Qimen, if you do have this thing called the Fuyin chart, not to worry too much. There are good things and not so good things happening in your chart. And of course, if you are able to rectify the problems, then you'll be good. So sometimes we just focus on what is the best for this person, and then from there we also can modify and tune to something which is much better basing on this full chart under this 基本遁甲八字 destiny. So what is a full chart in a destiny chart? Somebody who is very focused, somebody who has their principle of doing things, and at the same time, they would not be able to change their mind. So because of that, they are not able to be easily influenced. They have their own thinking in whatever things that they are doing. They believe that certain things are supposed to be done in certain ways. So question is, they have their very basic understanding of their own principle. They are very focused. Because they are very focused, when they do things, they can accomplish, and they will always do things and focus on it. So if you talking about relationship, this person is very focused on relationship. If you talk about business, you talk about job, and this person is a very focused person. So he will not sway here and there and then move on to another places or go and look for somebody else. So it's somebody who can be very trusted. Generally, of course, we still have to see their combination in terms of their palaces itself within the symbols. So anyhow, in context of other people, when they see a Fuyin chart person, of course they don't know that this person is a Fuyin chart person, but in their eyes they thought that this person is very stubborn. So in the person that is involved in as a Fuyin chart person, they always say that, okay, I have very strong principle of doing things. I am very determined, very focused. But in the other people's eyes, they are very stubborn. So question is which angle we're looking at. It's a question, the thing about everybody, they have their way of thinking. But on the other side of the story is people think that you are pretty stubborn. And if this person is very focused, you can always do things and get things up and running. This is the very distinct advantage about it. But of course, having said that, is when you focus on something, they will not change. So 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, they will still be the same. But in terms of evolution, there's a lot of changes in terms of technology. So life also change. So we have to kind of adapt and change accordingly. Or else, if you continue to base on this Fuyin chart to be on your principle, then we have a situation. You are not able to grow. You are not able to progress in life. And you may be left out because of that, you see. But if you're in the industry whereby, especially in business or a career, if you're in the industry whereby you need to evolve, you need to change, you need to adapt to the society and environment, then you have to slowly adapt and change. You cannot be based on your principle to do things anymore. You have to learn how to adapt, you see. Because ultimately, your decision making will be slow because it's not easy to change. So you have to slowly and learn how to change accordingly. Regardless of whether you like it or not, it has to be like this. Because a Fuyin chart person is not easy to move. It's not easy to change their mind, you see. So, of course, that is the distinct advantage. Of course, ultimately is you also must need to learn how to listen to other people. That means other people will give you a lot of advice, but you have your own principle of doing things. You always think that, okay, I know what I'm doing, but because of that, do you really know what you're doing? Question is it really beneficial for you? Then you continue to think, have more time to think about what other people are saying, have an open mind and look at the facts and figures, the information that is presented to you. Don't be too emotional about anything. Just look at the information and is it going to benefit you? And if it's going to benefit you, then is it good to change, good to adapt, good to adjust? You see, so basing on this formula, you can kind of improve your life a bit by using this method. You see, so this is information about this Fuyin chart person, and good luck to you if you are a Fuyin chart person. Nothing wrong with a Fuyin chart person. Ultimately, it really depends on how you make the advantage of what a Fuyin chart is about. All right, thank you very much for watching this video.